Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back for another card review. So in this video, we're going to review the 1% card, which is Ingrid. So this card here has a bit of synergy for every single card out there, right? So we're going to take a look at it and see whether it is 1% worthy or not. Right, so starting with the leader skill, we have team attack times 6, which is lower than what we have for the 4.5% card, but not to worry, we have more multipliers coming up. So number 2, when there are 3 or more races in the team, team attack times 1.8 additionally. If there are 3 or more attributes in the team, we have another 1.5 times additionally for team attack. And then if the attributes and race of team members and allies are not repeated, team HP, attack, recovery, so all 3 stats times 1.8 additionally once again, right? So that is a big, massive boost in terms of multiplier. Right, and we're talking about base multiplier right here, right? If you fulfill all the conditions. So you might think that this leader skill looks familiar, right? So it's very similar to what we have for Enoch, right? Enoch's leader skill, right? So I can foresee people pairing Enoch with Ingrid, right? Enoch as leader and Ingrid as ally, right? That is one way to play it, but I think most ideally is still a dual Ingrid playstyle, right? So before we move on, we're going to take a look at the team skill. Alright, so we have an Ingrid team skill here. So number 1, Runestone's Possession. So this one is pretty much a whole board possess effect of each other, which means that attributive Runestones can actually recover your HP as well, right? So that is quite a strong effect there already, right? So number 2, turn into Enchanted Runestone. So basically you have an Enchanted Runestone trail like what Ophiuchus have, like what Aqua have. Right, we have many cards here that have an enchanted trail already, right? So you can see that this is a very good effect in terms of clearing things like a full mass board and stuff like that, right? And then mass trail doesn't affect you at all, right? Which is very good. Right, so number 3, we have a plus combo. This one will be increasing your combo count by 4 each round, right? So you must have specific cards in the team in order to trigger this +4 combo each round, right? And the requirement is that you must have God and Demons in your team, right? So I believe the Enchanted Runestone Trail is a condition as well, which requires you to have God and Demons in your team. Alright, so next we have a plus HP attack recovery. So this one would be having 2 or more of dragon, beast, or elf in the team. Alright, so you can see there's a lot of mix and match for this Ingrid team. Right, so you must choose what kind of effect you want for the battle itself. Of course, you can see there is all the way up to about 9 effects over here, right? But you can only select a few to bring into the battle. Alright, so you can see point number 2, point number 3, the requirement is for you to bring God and Demons in Ingrid team. Right, so we'll look at number 4, point number 4, point number 5, as well as point number 6. Right, so these 3 points, you must have at least 2 dragon, beast, or elf in the team in order to trigger the effect. Alright, so effect number 7, 8, 9, you will require a Machina in the team. Alright, so this one is pretty much a choose what kind of effect you want, and then bring whatever member that is deemed fit for Ingrid. Right, so I would say flexible, but not really flexible at the same time, because you can't have repeated members, you can't have repeated attributes and races. Right, so you really have to mix and match very, very carefully for Ingrid in order to get the maximum multiplier. Alright, so last but not least, let's talk about Ingrid's active skill, which is CD8. And it is a very familiar active skill as well. So for 1 round, hard runes possess 200% effect of attributive runestones, so which means that dissolving hard runes is gonna deal more damage, right? It's pretty much ×2 the effect. Point number 2, runestones can be dissolved by aligning 2 or more of them until 25 runestones of one type are dissolved. Evidently, it's just Groth, right? Everybody knows Groth, the MVP, right? So now we have a dark human version of Groth, right? But the downside is point number 3, the monster enters a dying state at the end of the round for 2 rounds. Alright, so it doesn't really matter. Usually for Ingrid's active skill, you pretty much will use it for either a very high combo stage or a very pretty much at the boss stage, right? So the dying state don't really matter. So in terms of team members, I haven't really go and do a very in-depth research on that. So what I've been using is pretty much all the entire series for Charlotte the Magic Agency, right, which consists of the 3 jackpots as well as the mini jackpots, right, which is the demon as well as the god. So I will go through more gameplays for Ingrid. I believe this is going to be quite a versatile leader, but overall the damage is pretty insane for Ingrid, right? So overall, in terms of the whole series, right, Ingrid, Hong Ai as well as the Earth Beast, right, is very strong in terms of a non-collab series, right? So I highly suggest you guys to draw, right? So for Hong Ai, if you guys didn't really draw for Changbi, right, this might be a good time for you to draw Changbi, or hope to draw Changbi, right? So overall, very good series, right, and very good card as well, right? So go draw it, and then I believe this upcoming series, in terms of Ultimate Stage and all this, is going to be pretty biased to these cards as well, right? So go and summon a few and try your luck. Right, so that's all for this card review for Ingrid. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.